Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm going to tell you about one of our quite unique courses related to the fiqh of medicine on organ transplantation. Now, this course is something that is unique for a number of different reasons. The first is the complexity. The discussion around organ transplantation is no simple discussion. It requires us to go into a number of different areas to understand the true reality of why there is such plurality of opinion regarding retrieving organs from the living, the dead, and also about transplanting them in others. So on the basis of this, there are a number of very, very important ethical issues that need to be confronted to be able to understand this. So the complexity of the discussion relates to Sharia principles. Fantastic opportunity for you to learn about the essential Sharia principles related to the maxims, or what we call the Qawaid al-Fiqhiyya. So this will give you an opportunity to learn how they are applied. Also, to understand the difference between secular and Islamic in terms of understanding of what it means by when we talk about life and death, because the fatwa that are out there suggests that somebody has to be dead for you to retrieve their organs. But is that what Islam really refers to? So an in-depth discussion related to this goes to the complete edge of discussions related to fiqh, brings a lot of complexity to the discussion. And then also the application. So we understand the plurality of views out there, even when it comes to the standards or the criteria used or neurological criteria used to diagnose death or declare death. So is this something that is conducive to Islam? Is Islam something that can really open up the discussion further and even provide something in addition that would actually bring some richness to the current discussion, even in the secular world? So this is a fantastic opportunity to learn that element of complexity in the discussion. The second thing you will pick up from this course is learn about how Muslims are affected by such an important topic. So one very important thing that we learn from here is, when does haram become permissible? So we know to take an organ from another is by default haram. It's not permissible. However, out of necessity, it becomes permissible, or does it? So this is another area, another discussion on the elements of the kind of concessions that exist in the Sharia when it comes to medical treatment. So there will be an intense discussion related to that. Also, so this is to do with the application of the rule of necessity, but also the bigger discussion in terms of how Muslim community is affected by this. So this is the issue of maslaha or mafsada in terms of public predicaments. So in other senses, do we have enough of the Muslim population that's affected by this that we can apply some of these rules of necessity? And then finally, dealing with the issues of plurality of fatwa. So we have a lot of fatwa out related to organ transplantation, issues around brain death. How do we make our way through all these fatwa? How do we get through this complexity, all these polarity of views? How do we deal with all this? This is quite beyond, quite overwhelming, because some of them can go into immense detail, others are quite simple. But yet, how do we relate to this? How do we employ this in a framework which then can be employed and used to produce guidelines for Muslims, for policymakers, for those people who work in the organ transplantation sector, in terms of, is this an approach which could be Islamic, which would be different probably than the current approaches that exist in the secular world that we live in, related to retrieving organs. So you can already understand from this, there will be an immense discussion on the details of the Sharia and the principles of the Sharia and how they apply to some of these areas and how they can be applied to various other areas other than organ transplantation. Also, application, how we can apply all these different fundamental elements that are from our Islamic tradition related to organ transplantation, related to things like, for example, neurological death in the real world. So this requires us to understand the current system of organ retrieval, organ donation, opt-out systems, and various other sort of processes that are being used in different nations. How and how conducive are these to our Islamic values? So this gives you a very unique and clear opportunity that you can learn something beyond. Now, if any of you have already joined our Fiqh Medicine, then I highly recommend that you join this course to gain a further level of depth in terms of application of the knowledge that you've gained from some of our other courses. So our course, as you may well know, are unique. It's one of the most longest successful courses in fiqh medicine that we've had, and this will be an additional component solely focused on the discussions of organ transplantation. We have world experts from around the world who have done immense research in this area. They will be delivering live sessions and they will be interactive. So this is a fantastic opportunity for you. And finally, a platform for network and for learning. So this will be an excellent opportunity for you to be on a platform with ulama, with physicians, with people who have an interest in organ transplantation, to really draw up some of the real hot topics there, so you can have that interactive support and also development, inshallah, for your deeper understanding. So don't miss out on this course. It's an essential course, and it will enhance your understanding and knowledge, not only regarding the Sharia as it applies to medical fiqh and ethics, but also in terms of understanding the bigger debate of how you apply this to discussions like organ transplantation. So, inshallah, see you there soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.